Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Season 2 is coming up here. Of course, this is going to be a major update for Warzone 2, MW2, and DMZ, especially in terms of content. One of the main highlights of the content this season is the weapons. Of course, everyone's going to be gunning for these right away. We have a bunch of different weapons dropping all throughout the season, some melee weapons, some ranged weapons, even a brand new lethal that you might not have picked up on when it was revealed a few days ago. And today, I wanted to give a general overview of the entire weapons update here, the new ones coming, how to earn them, and what to expect from them. Also, the just general meta update here that we've got coming as well. So first up here, as mentioned, there's plenty of new weapons coming via the battle pass, via store bundles, via free in-game challenges as well. Initially though, the two free ones that we're going to see, the two free ranged ones, are the ISO Hemlock Rifle and the KV Broadside Shotgun. And these are each going to be available right away when Season 2 drops via the battle pass. Now quickly, before we jump into the descriptions of these and all the other weapon updates coming with Season 2, let's check out today's video sponsor. Hey everyone, I want to give a big shout out and a big thank you to Factor for sponsoring today's video. What is Factor exactly, you might ask? Well, Factor is the most convenient way to make meeting your nutrition goals easier than ever before. Factor delivers fresh, never frozen meals to your doorstep and takes all the stress out of meal planning. And they've got meals for everyone too. Doesn't matter if you're looking for keto options, if you're looking for calorie smart options, maybe you want something veggie based or vegan based. They've got everyone covered, and the best part of it all is just how easy it is. You don't have to worry about going to the store and buying all the ingredients and prepping everything and cooking it all. Instead, with Factor, you simply pick out which options you want on any given day, and it is done in just 2 minutes. Personally, I loved my calorie smart options. They made it just super easy because there was no prep time. There's no cleanup afterwards. I'm hungry, I wanted something to eat, I've got my meal, and in 2 minutes, I'm eating it. It's just that simple. Also, the smoothies were delicious. They made for the perfect post-workout snack that was just readily available. So if you want to check out Factor for yourself, you can head to factor75.com, or you can check out the link down in the description below and use code WhosImmortal50 to get 50% off your first order. And yes, you did just hear that right. Code WhosImmortal50 gets you 50% off your first order at factor75.com. Once again, big thank you to Factor for sponsoring today's video, and now back to it. Anyways, of our two ranged weapons in the Season 2 Battle Pass, personally, I've got my eyes initially on the ISO Hemlock Rifle, partially because not a big shotgun fan myself, although the KV Broadside certainly could spice things up, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. But the ISO Hemlock Rifle admittedly is probably the closest thing we have so far to the OG ACR. Now, of course, hey, rhyming accidentally there. That is one of the most iconic weapons in COD history from MW2 and MW3. Probably top 3 all time in my own opinion, and the Hemlock Rifle looks very similar to it. It's not like a one-to-one, but it's very close. The description for this one also lines up with what the ACR could be as well. This is a powerful and enhanced rifle from Expedite Firearms and is designed to take both 5.56 and subsonic 300 blackout ammunition, providing a battlefield advantage for any situation. So ultimately what I'm getting out of this is that this is going to be one of the most versatile rifles in the game. As it stands right now in the rifle category, we've got, some weapons that are very clearly dominant for long range, like the Kastov 7.62, for instance. We've got others that are maybe more mid-range, maybe a little more versatile, like maybe the Lockman 5.56 or the TAC 56. We also have some that are meant for close range, like the Kastov 74U, and then also the Chimera. But this seems to be built in a way that you could use it for long range if you wanted to with the 5.56 ammo. You could use it more stealthily if you wanted to. Is that a word, stealthily? We're gonna roll with it with the blackout ammunition, because that's not gonna have the tracers and show the enemy skulls like the other options in the game, and you could build it to be a bit more aggressive that way as well. So this one's gonna be very versatile, and because it is a seasonal weapon, a part of the battle pass, you already know it's going to be able to hold its own in the meta. I would assume right away, if it's sort of on the underpowered side initially, I would fully expect a buff to it very early on into the season to entice you to grind through the battle pass and unlock that pretty quickly, right? So I'm expecting big things from the Hemlock personally. Now, the KV Broadside Shotgun, this is actually a part of the Kastov platform, just like we have the 74U and the 7.62 and whatnot. So it might share some similar attachments here and there with some of those other ones. You'll already have those unlocked. It'll also, of course, bring in some unique attachments, as will the Hemlock as well. Now, The description of the broadside shotgun is bringing the power of the 12 gauge to the cast-off platform. The KV broadside is the fastest firing semi-auto firearm in the shotgun class, destroys targets at close range with impunity. So again, free in the battle pass to unlock this one, but what concerns me here is the fact that this is the fastest firing semi-auto shotgun. Could this be an AA-12 type shotgun that's super dominant? Could this be a Brecci from BO3 or something like the Doof Doof from MW 2019? Super lethal up close just because you can spam it. Keep in mind, within Warzone, especially with the change to 3 plates all around, you can't one-shot kill or one-shot knock with any of the shotguns. But if you can spam this, that close range TTK could certainly be a problem and, you know, give some SMGs and some of the akimbo pistols a run for their money. So while I'm not personally a big shotgun fan, I've got my eyes on this as something that could potentially be very broken for those specific super close range fights. So we'll have to keep an eye on that one. As we move on into our next option here, the crossbow, which curiously enough is going to be the most difficult new weapon to earn. Just a quick reminder, every single day I got you guys covered with everything going on in COD. Updates, news, intel, class setups, tips, it's all right here. So if you want to stay up to date with that stuff, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Around 55% of viewers watching are not already subscribed. Also, if you guys enjoyed this video, if you're excited for season 2, let me know by dropping a like on the video as well. It does really help grow the channel. Now, as mentioned, the crossbow is going to be a bit more difficult to unlock. It's not free in the battle pass. There is going to be a store bundle for it at one point in time. We have no idea if that's going to be there at launch or several weeks into the season yet, though, so keep that in mind. But real quick, before we break down the unlock criteria for this one, the description of the crossbow this here is that it's going to be a part of the Marksman rifle category. It is silent and agile. This high-performance crossbow fires 20-inch bolts with exceptional lethality, exclusive customization, distinct functionality, and unique ammunition types put this weapon in a class of its own. Standard 20-inch bolts are recoverable and undetected by trophy systems. And according to the leaks, there's going to be various different bolt types, whether that's explosive, incendiary, shock. There could be all sorts of ones like that. We're going to have to wait and see for the full update for that. But this is unlocked, like I said, either via a store bundle, which who knows when that'll drop, or by completing all 7 Path of the Ronin event challenges. Now, here's the thing. The Ronin challenges are not all going to be available right at launch. It's going to start with 3 of the 7 challenges, and then new challenges are going to be added as the season progresses. So it's going to be several weeks before anyone can end up unlocking the crossbow. And of the 3 challenges that we have so far, they're going to be a bit time consuming, and I assume the remaining 4 are going to be similar as well. For instance, the first challenge is to either win 15 matches in multiplayer or get 5 top 10 finishes in Warzone 2. So, you know, that takes a decent amount of time to actually complete one of the 7. To get to 2 of the 7, you have to get 100 objective defense kills in multiplayer or collect your dog tag and restore honor 5 times in Warzone Resurgence. Again, time consuming. The third challenge that we know of is to get 50 kills in multiplayer while using Battle Rage or complete 5 assassination contracts in Warzone 2. So again, these challenges are not going to be super straightforward, and we have to wait for several weeks for them all to be added in. So curiously enough, one of the more unique and niche weapons that we've seen so far in MW2 in the crossbow is going to be the most difficult and time consuming to unlock, which is kind of funny how that ends up playing out. A weapon that not many players will use in a serious sense requires the most difficult and time consuming tasks to actually gain access to. Now, all 3 of those weapons are coming in the launch window. Our mid-season gun is going to be the Tempus Torrent Marksman rifle, which will be available via the Season 2 Reloaded update. Presumably, that's going to happen in mid-March, according to the leaks and rumors as of right now. And just like every other mid-season update weapon, this one will be available via a free in-game challenge. It'll likely have something to do with the Marksman rifle category, so like get 15 long shots or get 15 one-shot kills or something like that, or there will be a store bundle you can buy for it as well. The exact specifics on the Tempus Torrent as of right now in terms of the actual description and the challenge have not been revealed. We'll get those in a couple weeks time when the Season 2 Reloaded update is actually revealed in general. Now, our 5th new weapon for Season 2 is actually a melee weapon, and this is going to be the return of the dual Kodachis from MW 2019, and this is again a free weapon via the Battle Pass. So we'll be able to get the Hemlock rifle, then also the shotgun in the Battle Pass, but now you'll be able to get the dual Kodachi Tadachis there as well via another free tier, so you don't have to buy the pass to get any of those. This is just a melee weapon reskin essentially, although it does have its own properties with its actual range attack, which isn't really full on range, it's just a longer melee, if you will. The description for this one is a powerful melee weapon that can quickly move towards a target with a longer range attack. Each swipe has an impressive range and faster forward motion towards enemies compared to the knife melee weapon, though it comes at a slight cost at a slower strafe and sprint speed. So this is going to function very similarly to how it did back in Modern Warfare 2019 and Warzone 1. So nothing too unique there, but different from the standard knife. Now, something you might have missed in the actual reveal of all the weapons for Season 2 is the fact that we are getting a brand new lethal piece of equipment, which really is just a throwing knife reskin, basically. But they do say that the shuriken, or the shuriken, not fully sure how to pronounce it, the throwing star basically is going to be debuting as well in Season, so we'll have that to look forward to if you're a fan of using the knives or anything, whether it's for insta finishes in Warzone or maybe in multiplayer to have some fun there. We have that to look forward to as well. So in terms of new weaponry, we've got a lot coming in Season 2, and of course, on top of that, when it comes to the more broad and general weapons update, we know for a fact that we are going to see some major weapon balancing as well for close range and for long range. They won't detail the specifics of this until the patch notes are out, but once those are out, of course, I'll have you guys covered with all the changes there. But a meta shift is coming. Personally, as we've talked about on the channel already a couple of times, I'm expecting some significant changes to the more dominant weapons. I'm looking at the RPK, the Fennec, and probably the Akimbo pistols there. Those are the main standouts in terms of what's really broken. For the most part, other options are relatively well balanced. And then I am curious to see if we see any changes to the snipers because of the change to the health with the 3 armor plate. That could pose some interesting challenges there for the sniper category in general, so we'll have to see if anything is going to happen there. But in general, we know for sure there's going to be a decent amount of weapon tuning. But yeah, with all that being said, that is currently what to expect for the Season 2 weapons update. Gonna be a big one, to say the least. But that's gonna wrap things up. If you guys enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like on it. And if you're new here, feel free to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications to always stay up to date with all things going on in COD. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.